Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the most pressing stories of the day. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're taking a closer look at the complex geopolitical landscape of the Caucasus region, where Armenia is holding its breath as it navigates a delicate balancing act between Russia and the West. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has been signaling a shift in his country's foreign policy, moving away from its traditional ally Russia and towards a more Western-oriented approach. This move has not gone unnoticed in Moscow, with Russian President Vladimir Putin warning of the dangers of Armenia's attempts to join the European Union. The tensions between Armenia and Russia have been simmering for months, with Russia banning several Armenian products and Armenia accusing Russia of meddling in its internal affairs. The situation is further complicated by the ongoing conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh. As Armenians head to the polls to vote in a crucial election, the country's future hangs in the balance. Will Pashinyan's party secure a strong majority, or will the opposition gain ground? And what does this mean for Armenia's relationships with Russia and the West? We'll be exploring these questions and more as we delve into the intricacies of Armenian politics and the regional implications of this election. With experts weighing in on the potential consequences of Armenia's shift towards the West and the reactions from Moscow, we'll provide you with a comprehensive understanding of this complex situation. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're diving into a complex and evolving story that's been making headlines around the world. The conflict between the US, Israel, and Iran has escalated in recent weeks, with both sides trading blows and neither showing signs of backing down. To break it down, the US and Israel launched a series of strikes against Iranian targets on February 28, citing concerns over Tehran's nuclear program and its support for militant groups in the region. Since then, Iran has retaliated with missile and drone attacks on oil infrastructure, industrial sites, and U.S. military facilities across the Gulf. The situation took a turn for the worse earlier this week when Iranian strikes killed one person at Kuwait's main airport and injured dozens. Bahrain was also attacked, and the U.S. struck an oil tanker headed to the Islamic Republic. The conflict has had far-reaching consequences, including the shutdown of the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway for global energy exports. As the situation continues to unfold, there are concerns about the impact on global oil prices and the potential for further escalation. The U.S. has downplayed the threat posed by Iran's remaining missile arsenal, but Tehran insists that it will not back down. We've seen efforts at mediation from countries like Pakistan, which has played a key role in facilitating talks between the US and Iran. However, a lasting resolution remains elusive, with both sides dug in and refusing to compromise. It's a complex and nuanced situation, and we'll continue to follow developments closely. For now, it's clear that the conflict is having far-reaching consequences for the region and the world at large. Welcome back to Concrete Block. Today we're diving into a recent interview with President Donald Trump, where he shared his thoughts on various topics, including the ongoing conflict with Iran, the January 6th riot, and the California elections. Trump stated that the U.S. will work with Iran to destroy its uranium if they can come to a deal, but claimed that Iran has not agreed to a deal because they're strong, they're proud. He also defended the Justice Department's proposed $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund, saying that allies who have been hurt so badly by radical left lunatics deserve payment. Regarding the January 6th riot, Trump said he wouldn't be inclined to give funds to those who attacked police officers, but added that many of the rioters pleaded guilty because they were frightened. He also claimed that FBI agents ushered people into the Capitol building on January 6th, which is a claim that has been debunked by evidence. Moving on to the California elections, Trump alleged that the recent primary elections were rigged and that the long vote count is due to cheating. However, there is no evidence of election fraud in California, and the delayed vote count can be attributed to the state's election rules and reliance on mail-in voting. It's essential to note that these claims have been met with skepticism and criticism from various fact-checking organizations and experts. As always, it's crucial to consider multiple sources and evaluate the evidence before forming an opinion. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.